Hello and welcome back to my garage here in Car Mechanic Simulator 2018, which as you can see is completely empty, which means we need to go find something to work on. I have some cases, I don't have any extra parts, so junkyard time, here we go. Okay, here we are. It's always a bad sign when I can't see anything from right here. I have downloaded a few new cars from the workshop lately, and there's some that I still haven't seen that I've had downloaded for a while, and hopefully we'll find something different. What is this? Oh, this is a new one. Okay. Suzuki Sx4. That's a new one I downloaded. So that's good. That's something different. This is a Fury. And this is a Bowen. Yeah, it looks like Bowen. The Suzuki is not particularly exciting, but at least it's new. This is a Spectre. No, it's not. Mustang Fastback Special Color. This is a Mustang I've done before. Fully built out, it sells for almost $500,000. Beyond that, it's completely just a standard, bog standard Mustang Fastback. But for some reason, it's worth a lot of money. I'll probably buy that too. Let's see, this is a Aventador, and this is also another new mod I've downloaded. Fiat X19. This is pretty good. What are you? Chieftain Bandit Shiv. This is an in-game vanilla, this is a vanilla car, but this is a base game car, but the Bandit Shiv is pretty cool actually. And you can do good stuff with it. I may be buying a whole bunch of cars here. What are you over there? It looks like a Skyline? Or not? No, it's not. Ford Mustang GT. Oh, wow, man. I've got like every new car, and that looks like one of those Ferraris also. And this is the non-race car version. Holy crap. How much are you worth? $387,000 for that car. Okay, we're buying a ton of cars. It's a good thing the garage is empty. I think we're going to do the Suzuki, though. Yeah, we'll do this one now, and we'll buy the other ones. This is only $10,000 for this car. And then we want to go back this way, I think. We're going to end up making another loop all the way back around. Nope, missed the turn. Because I definitely want this guy. Because the last 250 GT Berlinetta I did was the race car version, and this is a standard version. Which means this car might actually replace the one that I kept. I can sell the race car version and keep that one. And this is a Mustang I've never done before, so we're going to buy that. And then the Fiat. No, I'm going to buy this one too, just for grins and giggles. And this should be, if I counted correctly, 5 cars. $4,000. Yeah. Let's see, I don't really care about you, and I don't care about the Bowen. I was going to buy this. Is there space in the garage still? No. Oh, and I have to buy it now. Crap. Okay, you're going in the parking. I don't want to put cars in the parking, but I decided I was gonna buy that just because it's worth a lot of money when it's finished. But then I filled the garage up and I wasn't gonna buy it. So I just bought 6 cars. That's the first time I've bought that many cars in one junkyard visit in quite a while. Alright, so that's done. Let's get out of here. Okay, so where'd everything end up? Not really where I want things. Let's move you temporarily over here, and then we'll move you over there. Move this there. Move this there. I think I'll put this car on lifter C, and we'll get that other one out of the paint shop. All right, let's mass clean up some stuff here. I'm gonna go ahead and bang all of these back into shape real quick, just so that I don't have to look at all the rust. And the welder can only be used on the lifts for some reason. It can't be used over there. So those will have to stay like they are. Look at that. Look at that. That's really cool. That's the fuel. Yeah, that's the fuel line. The race car version doesn't have all that. That's really nicely detailed. I'm kind of impressed. And there's no. I know that this one is going to have an engine cover that goes in there. Okay, whoops. Sort it so I can see what I need. Steering wheel 3 and seat typhoon. And then the Berlinetta stuff. Should be able to just get GT 350, GT 250. Front right fender. I'm gonna have to. I suspect, since this is the last time I did one of these, it was the race car, and these other bits are probably all standard parts. And what else do I have still? Probably, I think that's all the part. No, right door, front clamshell. Let's get that battery. That's done for sure. And I know it seems like I'm getting sidetracked here, but I'm really not. I really just want to make this car look decent before that's not what I want either. I want to make these cars look relatively decent before I dig in hardcore on the other one. Engine cover, headlights. I'm gonna have to look and see what's what. And I think that these are all just adjective-less. Got the front end, front bumper, left door, left window, right window. Got the hood, left headlight. I have the left tail light. I think it's the right tail light that I need. Rear window, right headlight, trunk, right tail light. And I'm pretty sure it wants front and back license plates. Oh, mirrors. I knew I was forgetting something. And I think it's actually only on the left side door. Or maybe not. Where in the holy hell is the mirror? I'll come back to that in a second. No, left side mirror it says. Okay, left side mirror. I wonder if this is one of those... Oh no, there it is, right there in front of my frickin' face. I bet it was there all along. Well, that is... And it went... Remember, it was about $387,000 to buy it, and now it's $3.8 million just cosmetically fixed up. And I'm not leaving it this color either. I mean, I think... I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I think this is a keeper. Anyway, let's look at this thing. Are there any parts on the front? %. What is still on there? It's like doodly squat for parts. Headlight, trunk, tail light. Okay, that should be all of that. And I want to get now these bits. Is there a radiator in here? Does not appear... No, there it is, way up front. There isn't one in here. And the basic radiator fan housing. Okay, we'll go recharge this battery, and I'll buy all the air filter bits. And actually, the air cover and air base are likely repairable, but I'm buying them anyway because I'm already here. Oh, there's something I forgot to take out. I'm just gonna buy one. Seat Atlanta and Fiat X. So what steering wheel do you want? It's gonna be a body part, you can tell. Probably none of this stuff is worth even trying to repair, but what the hell. I fixed something. The tail light, the clamshell. What the hell did I just... Oh, I know what it was. It's this thing. Okay, and that was... I bet Fiat X will be enough. Yep. Okay, so... I'm going to take a quick look at the parts listing and make sure that, yep, all of these are... I keep hitting the wrong button. Make sure that all of these are the standard parts. Because clearly there are variants for this car. You know, you can have the headlights positioned opened or closed. Rear bumper, got the clamshell. Rear window, headlight, tail light, got that. Oops, don't buy it again. Trunk. I'm not sure that it has a front plate. I know that it has a back one. Does it have door mirrors? Doesn't look like it. Looks like no front plate either. Okay, that's not a bad looking little car actually. 94%. What are we missing? Oh. There we go. Yeah, that's not a bad looking little car. Only paid, what, $4,000 for it? $11,000 now? It's not going to be worth a whole hell of a lot, but... And the color is orange. Actually, I kind of like this color. This is not a car that I'm going to keep, obviously. It's a neat looking little car. Okay, so now we need to take this one apart, get this, and really get going on here. I feel like there is something taunting me here. Body condition 2%, so there's something... I guess not. Oh yeah, there is. Front end left headlight. Okay. Modded cars like this, you always have to be careful because they'll hide stuff all over the place. Okay, so what do we need here? Seat 1, fabric B. That's the base. And the I4B air filter. Suzuki Sx4. Now let's find this thing. Okay, so what do I have already? I don't want to buy stuff again. Rear bumper, left front fender, front bumper, left headlight, front end. And that's it. And the back seat is molded in there as part of the body. Let's get this stuff here. Don't think I had all the ABS parts zoomed in too close. There we go. Radiator fan housing, air cover. I don't think this is this? Yeah, this is actually one of the few that doesn't have clips. It's bolted down. Just hope that I don't have to remove that to get the engine out. Okay, so now a lot of times this is actually why I don't really bother with trying to repair parts, because I always end up in this situation where I'm trying to figure out which parts I have already got so I don't buy things again. And that's really it's really kind of annoying. And I try hard, because I always try really hard to not buy parts multiple times, even though I'm not always successful. And I think that's everything. Hopefully I won't have anything extra floating around afterwards. Yep, I'm going to need another license plate for sure. Crap, what did I not buy? Right tail light. Was looking right at it and didn't buy it apparently. I'm gonna have to move it to get in there. Yeah. I was trying to reach through the open window there to put the clamshell in, and I couldn't touch it. So I'm gonna have to move it to the paint shop so I can open the door, because there's no room in here. I'm going to get in there and get the gas tank, and I'm going to get the gas tank and the exhaust and stuff out. Oh, this is one of those ones that doesn't have an exhaust. Just has this bit. And I know that part can't go on until the engine is back in. Okay. I did buy an extra rear bumper, didn't I? Yeah, sure as hell I did. Move car to the paint shop, thank you. What in the holy hell is happening here? You know, I think that right body window is actually covering. It is. You can only see the part here and here, but it's actually covering this entire swath across here, and it's blocking access to that piece. So I have to get under it. There we go. That's annoying. But that should get it 100%. Excellent. And this is the factory color. Yeah, I don't actually mind this kind of gunmetal gray, but I'm not going to do this. Are there any liveries for it? There are not. Okay, I am going to paint you red, because I feel like painting something red. There we go. Everything looks better red. It's only a little four-seat, so it's only a little four-door hatchback, but man, just looking at that makes me happy. The wheels look pretty nice. I think I'm happy with those rims. Hopefully we can repair them and use them again. And you have a suspension rear end, don't you? That's my favorite. Okay. I've done so many of these, it's kind of like autopilot now, but God, these are my favorite. My favorite ones are still really the leaf spring, because the leaf spring rear end has like the smallest number of parts, and it's super easy to do. And this one has the most number of parts. Consequently, it's the most work. But I will tell you, if you're leveling up, you get XP in this game every time you take something off, and every time you put it back on, you get a point of XP. So you want to do a lot of this. and these kind of rear ends are good for that. Working on overhead valve engines with rocker arms are good for that, even if doing a lot of them will probably make you want to claw your eyes out. Almost done getting this out. I'm going to take the front end apart as well. Looks like shock absorber A up there. Yeah, front shock absorber A. It just has the lower suspension arm. So we'll have 4 fewer bushings than we would if it was double wishbone front suspension. And actually, this is the one reason I don't really like, because the suspension arm rear end has 16 bushings in it. It has 8 small and 8 large. And a lot of times I prefer to do that individually. Get the rear end taken apart, replaced, put back together, and then take the front end apart and replace everything, because it keeps the numbers simple. Since I already have, well, I have more than 8 of those large bushings in my inventory now. So there'll be 4, 2, 4, 2, I think there'll be 8. I think there'll be 8, because there's 2 in each lower suspension arm and 4 in the cross member. Hope it's not fully out. I thought it was. Okay. Mechanical disassembly complete. So now we need to go through and sort all this garbage out. 8 of those. No, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 large size, full size bushings. 16. Oh crap. Bloody hell. I didn't mean to do that. I hit the all tab and I sold a couple of things I didn't mean to. It's not terrible, but it's annoying. Because I try to do this in a systematic kind of way. I know that one of the things I sold was the shock absorber A. But I sold one of the rims too, which sucks. Because I wanted to try to repair those rims, and I sold one of them already. Front shock absorber A. Okay, I want to flush the brakes. And I'll get the tie rods. And the sway bars, front sway bar, rear sway bar B. And it's an all-around set of disc brakes, so that's pretty easy to get. I want to get the clutch. We'll repair that we should be able to repair and sell for a decent amount, which is always worth doing. It was I4 4x4, and that should get us, that's not entirely there, but it's close. Rear shock absorber A. I need to get these things for the rear because, like, the spring caps are potentially repairable. A lot of times you repair one of them, which is really kind of pointless in my mind. Need to get 4 bearings. Those are 6%, 8%. Let's replace those. That steering rack is 5%, so that's no. Front crossmember 5%. Anything that's less than 10%, it's not even going to try. And anything that's under 20%, it's probably not going to repair. But anything that's a single digit, forget it. It's not worth even trying to do it. Lower, let's see, lower suspension arm. And that was a drive axle, a rear drive axle, and a front drive axle H. Front axle knuckle cover, rear axle housing A. There was something else. I remember it was this curved rear suspension arm. And that's all the single digit stuff. These ones that are 13, 18, 18, those are borderline. Let's dismount these tires and see if we can use these rims. So far so good. It's looking like we'll be in a good position here. Yeah, I think all 3 of those will be repairable. Classic 618. And these are all 240, 215, 45, 18. Thank God they're all the same size. I'm going to give it sport tires at least. 215, 45, 18. $2,100 for 4 tires. Okay, so now we'll see what we can repair here. I only saw one thing fail for sure, but I wasn't looking super closely. 5%, 8%, 6%, 13%. Some of those sub 20% ones repaired, it looks like. So rear suspension arm A. I think there was a drive axle. a front drive shaft, and a rear drive axle. Front drive shaft, there you are. And I saw that transmission repaired. Yeah, the stock transmission repaired up. $470. Definitely worth doing. I would always rather repair one of those things and sell it. Why do I still have that in there? Actually, if I'd have been thinking, I probably could have done something with that. I bet it would look cool if the bumpers were like black. If the bumpers and the side skirts even, if those were all black, I bet that would look pretty cool with the rest of the car red. Yeah, the side pieces here, front bumper, and the rear bumper, it would kind of match because you see how the mirror is black underneath. It would kind of match up. I wonder if it's worth doing that. That'd be fun to fool with it. The thing I like about these rims is when you paint them, the centerpiece stays the base color. A lot of the other rims that have multiple colors on them, when you chrome them out, it just wipes the whole thing out. You don't have any color contrast. These rims, they have the color contrast. Plus, I like the way it has some depth to it. The way the middle part sinks in there. Some of the other rims look like dinner plates. You can see that thing over there is done. I think I have, that's the third one. I think that's the third wheel. I know I have at least one more in my inventory that needs to be done. Did I put those on? No, I didn't. What am I looking at here? Sometimes I get out of the building. Sometimes I get out of the building mode. Oh, there's two still to be done. Sometimes I get out of the building mode and I'm super disoriented. It's really weird. See, the thing is done over here. Okay, that's the last wheel. Actually, this is almost set here. So I think I have built this up. I think I built this up in a balanced way. So all I need to do is put the brake on the other side, and the wheel will be ready to go on there. Look how thick that brake disc is. I just really noticed that, how thick. That's a really thick slab of steel there. Man, I've done the brakes on my own car, and I think the discs are about a half an inch thick. Not sure. Never actually really measured them. One thing I've always kind of wanted to do is to take an engine like this, you know, that's pretty much trashed, and just build the parts onto it that it needs until it's complete, and then see how it runs. You know, I assume it would run terribly, but I'm kind of curious to see what that would be like. Don't know if I could make myself do it though. I enjoy too much the complete reassembly. You know, you take a hunk of junk and turn it into something beautiful. I really enjoy that, and I don't know if I could stand it to build something that's, you know, a piece of garbage. Because if I did do it, I would pretty much have to take it apart again and fix everything. And I don't know if I have the I don't know if I have the patience to do that. Because there have been times that I have made a mistake and put a part into a car that I shouldn't have, or that I didn't intend to. Like I built something where I had intended to put a performance part on it, but I still had a standard part in my inventory, and when I put it in, the game automatically used that bit, and it was something that was internal to the engine, so I would have had to take the entire thing completely apart to get it, and I just didn't feel like doing that. I'll tell you what though, it still bothers me today. I can even remember which car it was. This is looking pretty nice. I'm really pleased with it now. Oh good, that came out without making me take the air filter out. I was worried about that. So what do you have on you? It's got a head, so it's going to have pistons. Looks like that's about it, really. Actually had a couple of rod caps on it. Didn't really expect that. Most of the time Junkyard engines don't have them. Sometimes they'll have one. So that's going to need 3 of those. 3 of the crank caps. I'm going to buy 2 of the rod caps at this point, because the 2 that were in there might be repairable. Oh, this is all crap. 8% on the engine block. We're going to be buying a new engine. We're going to be building a new engine basically from the ground up. Okay, block. Yeah, we'll try it. See what happens. Oh man, we repaired like nothing. 1 rod cap we repaired. Well, I would have replaced this engine head anyway. I suspect I need these. And it was I4 engine block. I4 oil. I4B? Yeah, it's probably I4. I don't know if it's I4B or just I4. I guess we'll find out. I need crankshaft I4. Sell that. I don't think I bought another rod cap, so we'll get that. Boy, we really are. This really is going to be like a brand new engine. One rod cap we can reuse, and that's all. I always like to put in the crankshaft bearing caps. When I put the crankshaft in, I like to bolt it down, because it makes sense. You wouldn't just stick it in there and start hanging stuff off of it without it being secured. Of course, you would still have to go in and I4, water pump I4. You'd still have to go in and configure, calibrate, that's the word. You have to go in and calibrate everything. That was an I4 power steering pump. I actually think we'll be able to do a fair amount to trick this engine out, though. They seem to have done a bang-up job putting in performance parts for the I4. Oh, it is an I4 oil pan. I should have known. I wonder if it has... Yeah, it's got the coil back here, and I got the wires already. Yeah. I wonder if it has a fuel rail or something that goes in there. What's that? Okay, I4 MPI, camshaft cap. I think there were 4 of those. Oh, and you know what? There was a cam gear too, wasn't there? Yep, cam gear I4. And it was SOHC, single overhead cam. Actually, the head cover should be, the head cover should be going on after this. There's probably a I think there's an I4 throttle as well. Oh, I bought 4. I need 5. Yep, there's that fuel rail. Throttle I4. Oh, I hope it's that one. It's not I4B, is it? No, it's not. That's one that's weird because it has... It gives a different silhouette, you know. Before you put this on, in fact, if I take this off, it changed it. See, before I put it on, the throttle body that it showed there was like the throttle i6, because it had that big side piece sticking up on it, even though it called for this part. I've noticed that before on some of these things. Let's see, belt I4. I'm going to put that on first before the head cover. I suspect I'm going to want that one too. Yep, sure enough. Belt tensioner. Crankshaft pulley, sure as hell. And it's probably a roller on here too. Timing cover. Yep, there's the roller. Which head cover? It's got to be that one. Nope, it's not that one. Serpentine belt A. Ah, that. And serpentine belt A. Super generic here. I think that should be everything. Yeah, I think that's all of it. I'm going to get rid of this extra garbage that I bought. And of course, first things first, we put oil in the engine. You know, I think this, yeah, sure. I should have known that was the wrong. I should have known that was the wrong part. I think I might have actually sold back the manifold that I'm going to need. But I guess, you know what? I don't have a starter either. Wait, let's see what that is. Yep, I did sell it back. Ah. So exhaust manifold SOHC and a standard starter. And I think that should do us. It looks pretty good in there. It looks like it's pretty well fitted the way it's supposed to be. Oh, I just I saw something I forgot. Kind of going to need that. God damn, everything. I always forget this thing wants that. I hope I actually have a drive shaft. I do. Okay, that should... Yep, that 100%'s the car. Perfect. So let's go ahead and stick it over here. I'm going to move you over there. Yeah. It is a really good-looking little car, though. I mean, I'm really kind of impressed with how it looks. So what are we at? 139. It is only a 4-banger, so 200. I would be surprised if anything more than 210. Let's see. Not even as high as I predicted. Still though, that's a lot of power. I mean, that's a lot for a little car like this. It looks pretty good inside. I mean, the detail is really sharp. It doesn't look unfinished. I've never been in one of these cars before, so I have no idea what they actually look like, but it looks pretty darn good to me. I just wish you could close the door from inside the car. All you can do is get in with the door open. Okay, so now, yeah. Let's see how this thing does. Okay. Let's take a look outside. They always look a little different when you get them out of the garage into the sunlight. I think it looks pretty nice though. Let's see what it'll do here. Should be fairly easy to keep it under control. The really high torque engines tend to get away from me. Whenever they shift gears, they'll try to squirt away, but this one shouldn't do anything like that. It looks nice going down the track, though. Though I still can't get used to this whole car driving with nobody in it. It can't keep a straight line either. It drifts back and forth no matter what. And we're going to top out around 125, probably. Up on the finish line. Yeah, 126. Yeah, that's about what I thought. Alright, cool.